I'm Justin DePago, and I just acquired these 8-inch wheels. Obviously, that means we're in the master bedroom. I have a lot of furniture and things to build in here, things to build and make to fill this room. Before I do that, I want to address the walls and floor so that I don't have to move everything that I build out of the way. That means the paneling that you see behind me is coming off the walls, and the wall-to-wall carpeting is coming up off the floor. I'm going to attack the paneling first. Just on the wall behind my bed, because eventually that's going to be an accent wall. Having discovered the bathroom was wallpapered before they painted over the wallpaper, I'm wondering if they paneled over the wallpaper. I don't know if I want to remove all the paneling and then have all this exposed old wallpaper if the wallpaper isn't something that I want. See where that leads me. I know there's a hardwood floor. The evidence is strong that there is a original hardwood floor underneath the carpet. I don't know the condition of it. We'll be exposing that. Let's see what we can see. Okay, I moved my bed away from the wall, and I'm standing on milk crates because if I had a ladder, I would just have to keep moving the ladder, but these give me more room to walk around on, and they're easier to move. So that's a good tip if you're working up over your head. And I'm wearing eye protection because I am going to be working over my head, and things are going to fall down on me without a doubt. We're going to start by trying to get this molding off. I'm not concerned about preserving and reusing it, so I don't need to be gentle. I see yellow paint. I don't see any wallpaper. Next, I attack the baseboard. The reason I'm attacking the molding first, the molding is in front of the paneling, hiding the transition between the paneling and the floor. You can tell by this paint line here. That's the purpose of the molding. Also, it's going to make it easier for me to access the tack strip that's holding the carpeting down. You want to be wary of nails. Sometimes they stay in the wall, sometimes they come out in the molding. Be careful of them, and when you throw this stuff aside, they may end up landing points up, so be careful when you're walking around too. There is a joint here between two panels in the paneling. So I'm gonna get in there first with a knife and break that paint seal, and then I'm gonna get in with there with the pry bar. I don't wanna break this bit of trim off. That'll make my life a little easier. If I can, I'm gonna get the paneling out from underneath this trim without breaking the trim. If I break the trim, then I'll fix it. It's not a big deal, but I'd rather not have to. Okay, what I see here is not making me happy, and you'll see why in a second. See this? That's outside. See how narrow that window is? This is the old width of the window. It used to come all the way down to here. For whatever reason, they decided they wanted smaller windows in here. When they did the work, they put in a smaller window. They created a new frame for it, but they just paneled over the opening here. So on the other side of this tar paper is just the stucco. There's no insulation. This is one of the reasons why it's so cold in this room. I have a feeling I'll find the same thing on the other wall over there. I'm actually really glad that I exposed this. I mean, it's not pretty and it's a pain in the ass, but it's something that needs to be repaired. Boy, I thought that they were taking shortcuts in the other room when I saw that they had painted over the wallpaper in the bathroom, but just paneling over this big open hole in the wall, that's a pretty major shortcut. I am willing to take shortcuts here and there if they don't compromise the integrity of the work. This is really bad. Oh, you know, you gotta love opening up walls. Oh my God. Look how big this window used to be. It used to come all the way to here. I can't imagine the conversation that went like this. We like the master bedroom, but we'd prefer if there was wood paneling on the walls. Okay, I take it back. Wood paneling, at the time that they put this in, back in the 1960s, it was the thing. This wood paneling went up in 1968. So, okay, it was trendy, it was popular, it was the thing to do. What I can't understand is a conversation that goes, you know, I like the master bedroom, but I feel like the windows are too big. We're letting in too much of the outside light. This is This is criminal. You can see the outline in the paint here. That is the silhouette of the window stool. This was all window trim. Window trim in the Craftsman style of the time. I'm sure that this was from some very nice carpentry right here. I'm heartbroken right now. I didn't think that I was going to discover any of the old trim, but I certainly didn't think that I was going to discover that there was an enormous hole in my wall and that my bedroom is basically exposed to the outside. This is some ugliness right here. It's a hole. It's a hole. Oh. Some of you have seen the list of things to do that I posted. That list just got significantly longer. I'm totally stunned by this window issue. All right, moving on. Okay. The wall behind my bed is now fully exposed. The plaster is in terrible shape. It's cracked everywhere. So I'm just gonna have to drywall over it. I'm not gonna try and repair it. Not only that, but they also paneled over the attic access so I can now see the backside of the ceiling for my kitchen. Wow. Wow. Well, this is totally unexpected. What do you think? That wall is going to have a larger window, but what do you think about this wall? This is another outside wall. Do you think there's another window buried behind this paneling? I bet there is. Okay, so far no window. This is actually good news because it means less work. Whew. You can't have an adventure if everything goes according to plan. Of course, the plan was to get all the paneling down and get all the carpet up so that I could start building furniture and putting this room together. That's not going to happen now because the new plan is get all the paneling out, get all the drywall up, deal with these windows, then take the carpet up, then I begin building furniture for this room. So, if you enjoyed this little adventure, then please like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel for more adventures like this and for more of me actually building things. In the meantime, look in the description down below for my social links. Follow along at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook with hashtag 1915house. Join me in the de-renovation of this house as I bring it back to what it once was. And thank you. And we'll see you next time. Look, burlap curtains to protect me from the hornets. Oh, one of you just liked one of my tweets.